What is up, y'all? It's your boy Nick, and as you can see, I'm back again. Yes. I don't know when this is coming out. I don't even know when any of the other videos are coming out, but why does that even matter? I hope y'all watching them though. You know what I mean? Giving y'all some more different form of entertainment. I'm not gonna say what I usually say because at this point, y'all should know already. Like, you know, y'all know. But what we have here today, so I know y'all see the title, right? Yes, we're talking about it. Cartoons slash anime, I guess you could say. I don't know what the title's gonna be, but basically, you know, we all grew up on, like I said, I know I said this the third time. This is the third time I said this, but we all grew up on cartoons, you know what I mean? And I would say that, you know, a lot of the cartoons, especially some of the cartoons that we all watch, definitely was more, you know, or centered more for, like, you know, little boys, you know what I mean? At least for me, you know what I'm saying? But there was definitely a lot of cartoons that was also centered in, you know, dedicated towards little girls as well, you know what I mean? And basically, you know, as a connoisseur of cartoons, and I love watching cartoons a lot, you know what I mean, there's definitely was some of those cartoons that, you know, I guess, you know, back then you weren't supposed to watch because they were the demographic I wasn't in the demographic that they were targeting, basically, you know what I mean? As you know, I mean, like, nowadays, you know, all that stuff is obviously stupid nowadays. You know, it's a lot of different type of shows and cartoons and anime that is, you know, targeted towards a lot of people. Demographic, like, everything is targeted for everybody, and that's a good thing, you know what I mean? We have a lot of shows that are, you know, targeted for, you know, the adolescents, you know, the kids that, you know, it's more free now, is basically what I'm saying. So this is about, you know, basically shows that technically us boys weren't supposed to watch as boys, you know what I mean, that I thought were pretty fire. Basic girl-centric shows that the targeted demographic was 100% for little girls, and I thought that was fire. And not little girls, but, like, you know, girls, like little girls, preteens, teenage, I am spitting everywhere, but girls, preteens, teenagers, you know what I mean, kids, all that stuff. So I don't care if it's targeted for boys, girls, whatever. Snails, sea lions, whatever, bro. If it's fire, it's fire. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let's get right into the video. So first we got Totally Spies. Now, if you have never seen Totally Spies, let's keep it a buck. You missed out. You missed out. You missed out, bro. You missed out. I know this was definitely one of those shows that a lot of people, especially some of my homies that I grew up with, even my, you know, maybe my brothers too, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we watched this and I'm like, bro, this is fire. This is fire. If you never seen Totally Spies, basically it's well, y'all probably might not know who Charlie's Angels is, but basically it's kind of like Charlie's Angels but cartoonified, you know what I mean? It's about 3 teenage girls that were in Beverly Hills, you know what I mean, preteens, you know, they go into high school, the typical setting that y'all probably will see now. And, you know, they had a double life. They were agents, they were spies, you know what I mean? They were spies, and they're sitting up here beating up on evil and stuff, but they were bad doing it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all would recognize them because, you know, they were kind of like, this show came out around the same time as on the height of Powerpuff Girls. So, you know what I mean? They were just the older Powerpuff Girls, and most people call this a ripoff, but which it has some similarities, but, you know, the Powerpuff Girls was formed by chemicals and they're actual humans, and they just so happen to be spies that are in Beverly Hills, you know what I mean? It was a very cool concept, you know what I mean? I love the show, you know what I mean? Obviously, I gotta say my bae, Alex, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Sam, she was cool too. Clover, she was blonde, you know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? They was all fire, bro. They was all fire. They did the thing, and they was really boxing. They was really boxing in that show. You can't deny that. They was definitely boxing in that show. They was definitely boxing in that show, but they was not boxing compared to this next show. I mean, this show is pretty iconic. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure everybody and their mama has seen it. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it because it's fire. Not the new one though, but the old one. And I'm talking about Powerpuff Girls. Now, I mentioned Powerpuff Girls in my last one, not my last one, but the cartoon baddies or whatever. And you know, obviously y'all know about Miss Cerebellum and Medusa and all the other grown folks that are in there. But we talk about just regular Powerpuff Girls as a whole. Now, you can't sit up here and lie to me that Powerpuff Girls is not fire. I definitely got a lot of let's say how you would say this. I definitely got teased for watching Powerpuff Girls, because like I said, it wasn't really a show that boys weren't supposed to watch. You know what I mean? But like, the more that you think about it, it's like, bro, this show was definitely fire. You can't lie to me, bro. The Powerpuff Girls was definitely boxing in that show. They was definitely boxing in that show. And for some weird reason, if you don't know what Powerpuff Girls is, I don't know how you even watching me right now. You should just stop right now and go watch at least one episode. But if you miraculously don't know what Powerpuff Girls is, basically it's about 3 girls that was formed by Chemical X. Chemical X was some weird chemical that this professor had put together to form 3 superhuman-esque type of girls to fight crime in the city of Townsville. And that's what they did. They basically fought crime. And they had a regular incoming weak antagonist, which was Mojo Jojo, and him. There was so many iconic figures in this show. There really was. Name me and list down below what's your favorite episode of Powerpuff Girls is. I'll tell you mine. My favorite Powerpuff Girls episode was definitely the one when they when they had the nightmare and they met the boogeyman. I feel like the boogeyman episode was absolutely amazing, fire, very cool episode. And I think number 2 would probably when they formed the 4th Powerpuff Girl. Y'all know who she is. You know what I mean, or whatever that thing was. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Powerpuff Girls is fire. I mean, there's nothing else for me to really say about it. I mean, like, if you don't know what Powerpuff Girls is, I don't know why you watching this, but if you do, let me know what your favorite episode is. Also, I did hear that Powerpuff Girls was supposed to have a live action to it. Same thing with Totally Spies, which I could see Totally Spies being made into live action, like a WB or CW type of show. I'm not really into those type of things. They're very bad. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If you know, Black Lightning. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind it. I definitely would see people like, probably watching it. It can make sense, but Powerpuff Girls, I don't see that happening. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me personally. A live action version of Powerpuff Girls. And as far as the new Powerpuff Girls go, I've never seen it, because obviously I'm too old to watch that now and at this point. But on top of that, from the people that I have heard that watched it, says that it's actually okay. It's not as good as the original, but it's actually okay. Once again, I heard about it. When I heard about it, I'm like, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, because I'm like, this might be just another Teen Titans Go type of thing, you know what I mean? And I know people in the comments are gonna be like, Teen Titans Go wasn't really that bad, you just didn't watch it. If you never grew up on the original Teen Titans, you have heard Teen Titans some way, shape, or form before. And if you first time you watching Teen Titans was Teen Titans Go, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. Next, we got a show that y'all probably wouldn't even think that I've watched, which is probably the most, I guess you could say, sus show you watch, you know what I mean, for a dude, you know what I mean? I could already see the alpha males and shit like that typing like, oh, you was watching girly shows, this, that, and the third. It's definitely Winx Club. And I'm gonna put Winx Club / Witch. If you never seen Winx Club / Witch, these were Saturday morning cartoons that came on like really like, they were like one of the first two shows to come on. I think it was not Gen X, but I think it was like Fox Kids and stuff like that. I'm not going to even lie to you. No, it did came on right before. It came right after the regular Saturday morning block. It came on right after it. I had to remember. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first started watching Winx Club, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was coerced to watch it by a friend of mine at the time. I think Winx Club came out when I was like in the 3rd grade, I think. I definitely was coerced into watching it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but slowly but surely, I was like, okay, Winx Club ain't really that bad, bro. You know what I mean? You know, I definitely did get teased for watching it, and yeah, you know, you could say that, you know, I was a little, I guess, sus or whatever. It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with Witch, but like low key thinking back about it, like I ain't gonna lie to you, they was kind of boxing, bro. They definitely was boxing. I'm not gonna even lie to you. They definitely was boxing in that show. I don't know. You gotta understand, a lot of these girls centric shows, you know what I mean? These girl shows that was on here, they was boxing in these shows. Like, bro, there definitely was some rated E for everyone hands in these shows, bro. They was boxing on Winx Club, bro. They definitely was boxing on Winx Club, bro, and definitely in Witch too. They was really, I know it was with magic and all that stuff. It was all, you know, girly or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? But like, they was still boxing. They was still getting down, bro. They was still getting brown. I said brown, getting down, bro. But yeah, it was fire. I thought as a kid it was fire. I did definitely stop watching it after a while because you know, I moved on. There was more stuff for me to watch, you know what I mean? So I had no point to really watching anymore, you know what I'm saying? But from what I've watched from both Winx Club and Witch, they, you know, at the stuff that I was watching, it was definitely very Sailor Moon-esque, but they was really boxing for real, you know what I'm saying? And before somebody asked me, I have never watched My Little Pony. I didn't get that far, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I didn't go down that deep, bro. I think Winx Club was probably, I guess you could say, the most girliest stuff that I've ever watched. I mean, mind you, I grew up around a lot of girls, you know what I mean? This, that, and the third, you know, you have to watch these certain. So yeah, I grew up having to watch like that type of stuff. And like I said, it wasn't all bad, bro. It wasn't all bad, okay? So it is what it is. What you want me to say? What you want me to say? You want me to lie? I wouldn't sit up here and make this video if it was lies. Like I said, they was boxing in Winx Club. And another show that was also boxing, which we all know, which is a very iconic show, Kim Possible. Kim Possible, bro. Once again, y'all can go back to my baddies list. Y'all know why I watch Kim Possible. She's the baddest. Kim, she was boxing. Ron, he was being him, you know what I mean? And the naked mole rat, I forgot what was the naked mole rat's name? I forgot. Y'all know, bro. The show was just fire. Kim Possible. If you, for some weird, crazy reason, you don't know what Kim Possible is, you probably the same person that probably don't know what Powerpuff Girls is. You probably didn't grow up on cartoons, but there's no way you could go in life watching this video, being on the internet, without having to hear both Powerpuff Girls and Kim Possible. Kim Possible was fire. Kim, she was boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? She was doing her thing. She was just basically a teenage girl. I don't know what, I think they were in somewhere in California, something like that, you know, like the setting for most of these shows, you know what I mean? And she was really fighting out here. She was fighting formidable foes. I mean, she was fighting the kung fu monkey, the dude that he was excel, like he had like 1,000 years of martial arts or something like that. And she was boxing. She was going toe to toe with this man. You know what I'm saying? She was boxing, she go boxing off, and the characters are just very unique. You can definitely say this was definitely a show that was, I guess you could say, I don't know if it was necessarily targeted towards girls, because it had the main protagonist of the show is a girl, but definitely you could tell it was more centric around, you know, because they was still, you know, she was a teenage girl, you know what I mean? They still had some episodes and shows where she was you know, experiencing stuff that a teenage girl would be experiencing that they can't relate to me, you know what I mean? I was a kid watching Kim Possible, you know what I mean? So, you know, I could definitely not relate, but I could definitely say they was boxing though. They definitely was throwing hands in there, bro. Kim was definitely, you know what I'm saying, she was catching fades left and right, you know what I'm saying? She was catching fades left and right. So you can't say Kim Possible wasn't a fire show. The aesthetic was cool, all that stuff. Everybody that loves this next show is also fire. The Proud Family. Now, I know people are gonna be like, look, Penny Proud, the show was centered around Penny Proud. Once again, just like Kim Possible, you know, it's definitely gonna be a lot of women related things. Something that I can't relate because I'm not a woman, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The reason why I put Proud Family on here, even though it is you could argue and say it was, you know, catered towards women, they also was tackling a lot of issues as a teenager, you know what I mean? Obviously, Penny being a teenager and you know, her going through teenage things, but not only that, we all know the main, you know, selling point of the show is, you know, about a black family and the black struggle and, you know, and colored people in general, you know what I mean? Like it was it was a very inclusive show, you know what I mean? It was a very inclusive show. They was definitely tackling real issues in all races, you know what I mean? All races, you know what I mean? And it's like, and I have to say this because the Proud Family was definitely like is my top favorite cartoon of all time. If you have never seen the Proud Family, I would suggest to just go watch it, bro. It's funny, it's hilarious. You know, Penny also was boxing in it, you know what I'm saying? She was definitely box. They were definitely kind of boxing some episodes, you know what I'm saying? But it was definitely a show, I guess you would say a social commentary type of show at times, because they definitely was tackling a lot of social issues at the time, which if you look at if the Proud Family would have came out now, oh, that show would have been hella popular, you know what I mean? They definitely was on the Black Lives Matter wave before a lot of other shows and you know what I mean? It definitely was one of those shows that was very progressive, one of the I guess you could say forward thinking shows that was out there, you know what I mean? Like I said, they was definitely tackling a lot of issues, and not just black issues, but Latino, Hispanic issues, you know, Asian issues, all types of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Poverty, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All types of stuff. And also along with tackling, you know, a girl and her issues, you know, obviously she had her like issues as well, you know, being a teenager or a preteen, you know, going to high school, all that types of stuff. And, you know, anxiety and all that type of, you know, y'all know, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely it was just a well-rounded good show. And literally anybody that has ever watched the show can only say nothing but positive things about it, because it just was the show. Now the movie, on the other hand, just like the Kim Possible movie, it was okay, you know what I mean? Definitely we had some iconic moments, you know what I mean, in the movie. Even though some of it, you know, once again, they was tackling some issues, but like, you know, the whole Peanuts plot, you know, I know that's really what that was probably the most cartooniest things that they ever addressed. I mean, not addressed, but they ever had displayed in the whole entirety of the series, you know what I mean, was the movie, which it was the most cartoony. Because if y'all don't remember the Peanut battle scene when they were like pop locking, and you know, I mean, I forgot what's the white girl's name, I forgot her name, and she was out here, you know what I'm saying, like, the movie, if you've ever seen the movie, I don't know if this is spoilers or not, the movie's like over 15 years old at this point, but you know, it was about Peanuts and George Washington Carver. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't know. But next, we have a personal favorite, a hood classic of mine that I actually just started re-watching on a Paramount Plus. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a show called As Told by Ginger. Now, I know As Told by Ginger wasn't really the most popular show, especially when it came out during the time, but I love As Told by Ginger a lot because it's just a cool show. It's just a cool show. When I remember watching it as a kid, I was like, this is just a cool laid back type of show, you know what I mean? Girl going through girl things, you know what I mean? Once again, something that I can't relate to, you know what I mean? I'm not, you know what I mean? But definitely they had some similar relating things in the show, you know what I mean? Like she was like, you know, they were raised by a single mom. You know what I mean? The brother was definitely on some weird stuff, bro. You know what I mean? The brother was on some weird stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it was a very good show I think it was a very fire show to watch. Even watching it now, it's just like, while rewatching, I only watched like the first 2 episodes, and I ain't gonna lie to you, like I definitely wanted to watch more because I like this show was definitely fire. And then, you know, they was tackling a lot of issues, not just with girls, you know, like I said, they had very similar related related like issues that are going on even now, present now, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A lot of things that are present now. Like they was definitely also one of those forward thinking shows, you know what I'm saying? If you never watched As Told by Ginger, if you got Paramount Plus, go watch it, bro. Go watch it. I suggest you go watch it. It's a very cool show to watch, you know what I mean? You might not like the art style a little bit, you know, but I think the art style definitely addresses how, you know, how the show is supposed to move, you know what I mean? Type ish, you know what I'm saying? You know, definitely I think so. Next, we have a hood classic, obviously, My Life as a Teenage Robot. Just like I said, a lot of these other shows, you know what I mean? A lot of these shows are kind of similar in the same sense, you know, obviously the main protagonist of the show is about a teenage girl, teenage robot at this point, you know what I mean? Shout out my girl Jenny, you know what I mean? But I feel like this show was definitely fire because it was definitely like on the same premise of Kim Possible, but it was about a robot, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, and this one I feel like it was definitely unique because it was a robot that, you know, was very cognizant of trying to be a human. She was like more android-like, if anything, if you want to keep it a bug. She was more android-like than anything. And you know, she was definitely going, you know, she definitely had her struggles too, as well as it being a teenage robot trying to be accepted amongst, you know, the likes of humans and stuff like that. And you know, the struggle of just trying to be normal as a robot, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Definitely was a struggle. But one thing I wanted in particular, there was definitely one episode that I remember that low-key was definitely hidden. And I think it was the episode when she was trying, I think it was like some type of like skin or something. You gotta go watch it. I don't know how you're gonna watch it, but go watch it. It was a particular episode. There was this skin, I think it was like some possessed demonic skin or something that was trying to possess her. And you know, and she ended up molding into her to make her look like a real, you know, human. And you know, she was definitely having some internal struggles and, you know, identity issues, type of a lot of stuff that is going on right now today that are very prevalent and put out there in it. Very like, it was a very like, you know, clairvoyant type of episode, that one in particular. And I remember that in particular because I'm like, damn, this really hidden. You know, this is really hidden like that, you know what I'm saying? This hit more than like the courage episode with the mask people. If y'all don't remember that one, that's the one, you know, the one with the, you know, courage was trying to help the girl with the mask that was going through domestic abuse and all that. Very dark episode, you know what I'm saying? This is why Courage is the GOAT, you know what I mean? Courage is the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? It ain't all just jump scares. They were talking about some real ish too, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's why I love these cartoons, because they can, you know, they can still be, you know, wacky and crazy and all that stuff, but they also can really tackle some real stuff. That Courage episode, as a kid, it blew over my mind because like I was like, what is going on? It was still fire, but then watching that episode as an adult, I'm like, damn, they was really talking about some real ish, bro. That's some real ish, bro. But yeah, that's My Life as a Teenage Robot. You know, that's the gist of it. If you haven't never seen it, you should probably go watch a couple episodes. I don't know where you're gonna watch it. I think it's pretty good, especially for a show that's about a robot teenage girl, you know, trying to live a normal human life. You know, I know the plot's not nothing like, you know, new or something like that, but you know, it's the way that they went about it. And she was still out here boxing too, because you know, she was saving lives as well as, you know, she was definitely playing the Kim Possible role as well, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, they definitely also tackled some issues too, you know what I mean? Speaking of issues, that don't make any sense. Look, next we got the life and times of Juniper Lee. A lot of these shows are definitely similar. Juniper Lee basically is just the Asian version of Kim Possible and like Danny Phantom. And you know, if you've never seen it, it's just a little girl. She became some like kind of like wizard or master or something like that, and she basically was protecting the outside world. There was two worlds, you know, not an isekai, okay, not an isekai, but it was two worlds. And she had to go, it's a show about a girl. She got magic powers. She's out here fighting demons and stuff. She was boxing too. She was fighting demons, all that stuff. She has this annoying little brother that's also like basically kind of like Rufus. That's his name. Not Rufus, but Ron. but basically he was a Ron type character, little ass, annoying ass kid. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all gonna be like, y'all trying to compare it to Jake Long, the American Dragon, which it has some similarities, but not really. I think this was a better version of that, in my opinion. I don't know if I would put Juniper Lee above Jake Long, but I think they're kind of similar. But I think Juniper, I think she was boxing a little bit more than Jake, to be honest with you. I mean, that's just me. You know what I mean? That's just me. You know what I mean? She definitely was the chosen one for real though, because she, she had the magic powers. Now we're gonna be talking about this show called Braceface. Now, to be honest with you, the reason why I put Braceface on there, because I did watch this show. And from what I remembered, I did like it to a certain degree. It's nothing really special. Just again, it was basically as told by Ginger, but instead of them being in junior high, they was in high school. And most people have to suffer through this when you were in high school and you had braces. I definitely was one of those kids as well. I mean, I definitely had braces when I was in I would say the latter half of high school. Freshman and sophomore year, I didn't have braces. I didn't get my braces until junior year. So junior year definitely was you know what I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think I was junior year. It could have been at the end of sophomore year. I don't remember, but I definitely had to go through high school with my braces on. And yes, definitely was a lot of I wouldn't say bullying. I wasn't bullied for having braces, because ain't no person bullying me, bro. Ain't no person bullying me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But definitely was a lot of gum erasing. My gums were erased. Couldn't eat a lot of food. Y'all know how the typical, basically that's brace face. You know what I mean? Hence the title. Like, bro, it was just a teenage girl going through high school with braces, and the struggles of the insecurities and all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Ain't nothing too special about the show, but I just had to mention it because it's like I did watch it, and it was definitely a show dedicated for girls. You know what I mean? Next, this one I threw in here because I'm just like, I've been hearing this a lot. That is, let me just say, Sailor Moon. Now, the reason why I have Sailor Moon on here, I know it's not a cartoon. I know it's an anime, and this, that, and the third. But I know a lot of y'all grew up on Sailor Moon. Now, it's a Bashoujo show. You know what I mean? Like, it's a show targeted for girls. You know what I mean? But just like how Powerpuff Girls is, and Totally Spies, and Winx Club and all that, Sailor Moon, even though it was targeted towards girls, you can't lie and say Sailor Moon wasn't fire. Like, let's keep it a buck. I've watched and rewatched Sailor Moon like 3 times, 2 times in its entirety, and I try to watch the new Sailor Moon, but it just wasn't hitting the same, personally, for me. What is there that has not been said about Sailor Moon that has already been said? Definitely, like I said, it wasn't targeted towards dudes like me, basically. You know what I mean? Definitely wasn't targeted towards dudes like me. But yet again, can't deny and say that it was fire. You know what I mean? It was one of those shows that transcended itself. Even it transcended itself. Like, this is the show that you would, and I know people are gonna be like, what are you talking about? But this is a show that you could argue and say, like, definitely was on the same level, if not probably higher than Dragon Ball Z, as far as like influence will go. I know people will probably be like, what are you talking about? Dragon Ball, this, that, and third. Look, for me, I love Dragon Ball. Don't get twisted. I love Dragon Ball Z, all that stuff. You know what I mean? As a kid, you know what I mean? As of now, I'm not gonna, we're not gonna get into that. But I feel like Sailor Moon definitely was ahead of its time for at least in America, at least. And I'm only speaking as an American watching Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon definitely was ahead of its time. They was tackling a lot of issues that a lot of people was scared to talk about, you know what I mean? As far as like, LGBTQ, abuse, all types of, like, yeah, they were talking about a lot of, relationships, all type of stuff, you know what I mean? Usagi, I'm sorry, I try to remember the English name for her. I don't know if they ever had an English name for her. I only remember her as Usagi. What is up, y'all? Post Editing Nick here. First of all, I want to apologize for the popping noises Post-production, I didn't realize there was so many popping noises, but yeah, try my best, you know. I hope y'all dealing with it. I mean, the video is almost over, you know what I mean? You can go ahead and give it a like and all that. I hope you're enjoying it, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. But look, what I really came here to say is discovering, looking into the internet, discovering that Usagi's name is actually Serena. I did not know that. Now, I don't know whose idea was to name this girl Serena. I did not remember that was her name. So I didn't know that was. That's crazy. But yeah, you know what? Back to regular schedule programming. The more you know. Who knows? Sailor Moon definitely was just, you know what I mean? It was just a wave. You know what I mean? There's no person that I've ever met that could say that they haven't at least heard of Sailor Moon. You know what I mean? Obviously, also, you know, Sailor Moon is just also aesthetics, you know what I mean? Like aesthetic, like bro, aesthetic, the whole aesthetic wave came from Sailor Moon, if you really think about it. Like all types of, it was just a show that was, it was a show amongst all shows, you know what I mean? It's a show that wasn't made for like straight men like me, but you end up watching it and you're like, I may know the plot and I know what's gonna happen because it's literally the same thing every time, but I can't stop watching this show. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like a bad not watching the show, but it was more so like addicting. I gotta keep on watching the show. That's Sailor Moon. I mean, if you have never watched Sailor Moon, I really don't know what to say. And for the last and final show that I will be mentioning today is a show I would say probably is one of the, at the time, was one of the most unique shows that I've seen on this list. As far as, yes, this was a show that was definitely dedicated towards girls, but it was way different than a lot of other shows that I've watched at the time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's hihipuffyamiyumi. Let's just be honest. This show was absolutely fire in every which way known to man possible, whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you don't remember the show, and I'm gonna try my hardest or try my best to explain this show, but it was a show, it was an American cartoon based on a Japanese girl band, and the show was basically the retelling of the tour that I think it was a tour. I think they were on tour while the show was going on. So it was basically a show, an American cartoon show based on a Japanese girl band that was touring, and there was retelling, you know, stories that was happening during the show, you know what I mean, while the show was going on. So it's a kind of hard thing for me to explain. Like, I don't know, I might even not be explaining it right, but just listening to that alone, it's just like, and look, you gotta just watch it to see it, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely a unique show at the time, you know what I mean? Definitely unique in the aspect of like, bro, this show actually unironically is fire. In my opinion, it was definitely fire. Also, the intro definitely hit, you know what I mean? Definitely hit. They had I hate to sound like that type of person, but it was definitely an anime intro because it was by a Japanese girl band, you know what I mean? And they had and this intro was fire, bro. All these shows had fire intros. I mean, Totally Spies had a fire intro. Powerpuff Girls, iconic intro. Kim Possible, Proud Family, obviously. I mean, Beyonce song. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Destiny's Child. Come on, bro. Even As Told by Ginger. Juniper Lee. Brace Face. Sailor Moon. We all seen Sailor Moon. We all know. We all know we know the Japanese and the American version of the intro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys. They also did Teen Titans as well. Just so y'all know. Yeah, the same girls that did they had their own show. They were the same girls that also did the Teen Titans intro, so that's why it was so fire. All right, see you later. And hihipuffyamiyumi also, Amy Yumi has a very fire intro as well, bro. I'm telling you, they had this one episode where they basically broke the fourth wall and the fifth wall, where they had the actual characters that it was based on, animated version, of the look, it's complicated, but it was definitely fire too at the same time, bro. It was definitely fire at the same time too, bro. I'm just being honest with you. It was just a good show. I hope y'all enjoyed. These are let me know what else that I missed that y'all thought was fire as Nick. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like vice versa too. You know what I mean? If you a girl, you know what I'm saying, and you was watching a lot of well, actually I don't know, because I'd be, you know what I mean? I don't think, you know, look, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all know. Y'all tell me what your favorite show was, especially shows that y'all would consider to be girly, I guess you could say, that y'all watched it and y'all was like, wait, this is kind of fire. You know what I mean? I feel like there's nothing wrong with watching cartoons, period, no matter if it's dedicated towards or targeted towards girls, boys, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Especially now, like I said, at the beginning, like nowadays, like all these shows are just like pretty much targeted for everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody's included in these shows, you know what I mean? It's a good thing as well, you know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be no limitations on what a person should watch just because it's not, they didn't need to watch it because it was girly centric and stuff like that. Yes, I know, just like you also probably got clowned for watching these shows because they're girly shows. You should be watching Dragon Ball Z, or you should be watching The Manly Show or something. I don't know, like shows that, you know, people you're not supposed to like. Bro, who cares, bro? These was fire shows, bro. You not about to sit up here and tell me I can't watch Kim Possible because it's, you know what I mean? Or As Told by Ginger, or Sailor Moon because it's supposed to be, you know what I mean? And, you know, you could say, you know, you alpha male, beta, whatever. You call me beta, whatever. I don't care. That shit's so stupid. I don't care about that shit. I watch whatever I watch. And I'm still a real ass nigga, bro. And if you want to challenge me, bro, you want to test me, you can come see me, bro. And that's simple as that. I watch Sailor Moon, but I'm also a real ass nigga too, bro. And I will fight any person who have a problem with me watching Sailor Moon. You don't have to be soft to watch something that's supposed to be girly, bro. I watched Winx Club and I'll still be boxing niggas at any point in time, bro. You can catch a fade while I'm watching Winx Club and Witch, bro. I don't care, bro. It don't matter, bro. We gotta get out of this mindset. Get out of this mindset. You limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself. And that just only goes for like shows, bro. That also goes for everything else in life. You know what I mean? Whether dudes is out here wearing, you know, girl clothes, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, do whatever you want to do, bro. Who cares? Who cares, bro? Who cares? Who cares? Why are you so worried about another man? Sorry. Oh, look, I'm sorry. Look, I'm gonna go on a tangent, but look, I hope y'all enjoyed. I love y'all. I'm at the bed. Watch whatever you want to watch, bro. Don't let people tell you what to do, bro. Do whatever you want to do in your own life. You know what I'm saying?